Thank you, Jenna. We'd like to end this part, this spoken part, and go into the music part after this song. When I think about life and this precious thing we have, one of the things I think about is music and how precious little of it I was allowed to actually listen to. Most people who don't know me, you don't know that both of my parents were gang members. My father was a police officer, and my mother was a Jehovah's Witness. Y'all know that Jehovah's Witness gang, right? Knock on the door when your ass is knee-deep in Cheerios on a Saturday morning. And the cop, we used to joke about how we were the only family that would knock on your door in the daytime and kick that shit in at night, and it was tough growing up with that family, trying to find a little bit of something happening. My brother and I, neither one of us were very good at math. We both got really good at math when it came down to understanding our parents' migratory and bed patterns, right? We knew we had about 3.5 hours between the time my father came home from his shift, between the time my mother went to sleep and my dad came home from his shift. And so that gave us a little bit of time to get downtown Chicago to get our groove on with somebody's daughter, and try to get back in, just before Pops busted us for not being in the bed. And this worked like clockwork every time, but once. But this is not a poem about therapy and ass kickings. This is a poem about what it means to be young and gifted and partying your ass off when your parents swear you are in bed sleeping. Chicago, 1980s. Drum and bass, whatever a 15-year-old and a 16-year-old should not have been hearing. The place, the warehouse. Bass slides in on all fours, rapid with a feral look in his eyes. Bodies twist themselves into blasphemous angles of rebellion and defiance. Something smelling like jail time cuts across the air like handfuls of cubic zirconium scratching up a plexiglass sky. Dig. Over in the corner, a cue ball psychotic smack cracks up a tribe of stripes and solids on a square field of green. The black gate sinks through the smoke and haze of all dams. Mans, as 10 spots reluctantly ruffle their ways out of pissed off pockets. Now the DJ, who we call the priest, sits over there in the pulpit in all translucent splendor, jacking the sounds, spinning the rhythms in 33 and the third sermons, preaching the sounds of our new gospel. And the church's hands fly heavenward, exposing our palms to the angels as we hope to catch a holy hand slap from a God who's pissed off because she's got to work the night shift. Tonight, we be young, virile, sweaty with passions you've got to experience in order to understand. Tonight is our night. We don't give a damn about Tim Bennett or religious erosion of our inner ears. We can buy way too many weekends of butt bumping, whooping, and tweeting. We don't care nothing about that ass kicking we're going to catch when we get back home and our parents find out we snuck out to come to this party. A little. So what we care about right now is that ass kicking only bass and drum can give. That ass kicking only bass and drum can heal. Because tonight we live, man. We live for strobe lights that kiss our vision and bring new sight. We live for floors that moan beneath the weight of young flippant attitudes. We live for glasses that mumble the speech of stolen kisses, and for a sky that explodes with the funk of flirting smiles. We live to kill our burdens, smack them in the back of the head, watch them give up their ghosts between the etched grooves of wax plates. We live for the bodega crew, coming up from Humboldt and Pilsen, from the barrio, bringing them supple brown morenas with hips like congas, going bop with a 6/8 rhythm from the front door to the dance floor. Got you tonguing a language you've never quite languished before, like Mino, Moni, Pissy Oki, for mon potato, po feve. Or something like that. Big, red Mansana lips, parting ever so slightly, revealing a thin sliver of pink tongue that rolls itself like scarlet smoke off the roof of Latina mouths. We live for sisters, blue blacks and honey browns, heavenly ebonies getting down on legs shaped like mama soul food with a whole lot of attitude. Calves carved magically out of hams and hocks with asses big and round and begging to get buttered like grandmama's biscuits. Good Lord. Their hair picked out, slicked out, tricked out, inked out into an asymmetrical isosceles rhomboid parallelogram, and a few other shapes that defy geometric explanation. Tonight, We are young, virile, sweaty with passions you've got to experience in order to understand. Tonight is our night to hold somebody's body close to us, firm to us, feel the thin, wispy slivers of their breath invade our ears like well-trained mercenaries. Bring them close and slow on a slow jam, heaving against the mask of teenage knowing and adolescent pretense. Something deeply inside of us that used to write on caves 35,000 years ago understands that this moment belongs to us. This moment will never come again. This moment contains a forever, and that eternities are strung together, one forever at a time. Tonight we are young and virile, sweaty with passions you've got to experience in order to understand. And we don't care or give a damn that our parents don't want to understand that sweat is a friend of ours. And tonight, we got to get real friendly.